everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers will love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Chargers going up against the Panthers.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Carolina Panthers. First down, Mariota. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line. They run again with Logan. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now Hundley. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. There he goes inside the 30. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. This secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, the pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and you know the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
Throwing, Hundley. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Daquan Jones breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
This one he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
They'll look to throw here. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he knocks it through. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On play action, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treated like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Sherman. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
no
yards.
yardage. Okay.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Mariota on 3rd and 2. Forced out to his left. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Able to push his way through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's... They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Off the play fake, Mariota. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Corey Legion with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. They go play action. Mariota under pressure again, and down he goes again. Melvin Ingram. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the back goes into motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, it's Allen. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And some room to roam now. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now Mariota throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. On 3rd down, it's Logan. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Graham Gano on for the extra point.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker. Sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Green's got it over the middle. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. And that's caught by Smith. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Gordon. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll set up to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Play fake. Mariota escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
Well, you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. And no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in Week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll drop the throw. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were trying to go back to Allen there, and it's 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now they bring the tight end in motion right. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
On play action, they'll throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The offense on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They're going to look to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it. But how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
On 3rd down, that's Logan. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. And it's the Colts who have scored to extend their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action now. Mariota sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That is is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And we're back now in Charlotte. The Chargers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A first down throw for Mariota. Eluding the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Corey Legion able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. On play action, Mariota. And the pressure gets to him again. Melvin Ingram in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. Looking for White on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Mariota to sneak it. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Marcus Mariota with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Throwing, Hundley. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Let's go!
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Hundley. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more?
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for the Panthers. 51 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Green with a catch left side. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going deep here for Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Mariota. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Mariota. Being chased out left. Now a desperate, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards. Mariota to throw. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.